Right, gentlemen.
Is that it? Are we finished now? That was a good one this week.
Salute, Wills. Right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, gentlemen.
We're just going to leave him. We're just going to leave him stood on his head there, or whatever he is.
Yeah. What's going on with you, Wills?
I've got a horizontal profile. Are you all the other way around then?
Oh, there you go. Right, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for this round table. We've got the lovely, annoying Wills, the lovely Matt, the lovely Leon, the wonderful Windy. He's always windy, is Windy, and of course Flat White. Have you been?
Nothing about Flat White. I mean, John got lovely. I got irritating, and Flat White didn't get anything.
Nothing else to say, John.
He's a hero. He's a hero. Now, right, gentlemen. Right. So we've had. Where do we start? Burgess Hill. Thought it was a really good game. Obviously, the wrong side of a result. A keeper who, despite John Wills throwing abuse at, what did you call him? Wesley from Harry Potter?
No, he was called Ronald Weasley, wasn't he?
That's it, Ronald Weasley. Ginger
hair, poor lad. Only 16, but incredible. He had the last laugh, didn't he? Mm. I mean, he composed himself. He kept his cool. Wasn't rattled by it. And to be quite honest, I don't know what anyone else thought, but that's one of the best defeats I've seen. I really enjoyed it, apart from the final score, of course.
Yeah, chaps. I mean, a tremendous game from him, but then equally, I thought CC had a good game. There's lots of people in the team I thought had a good game. We just could not get that ball over the line. Who wants to jump in? Leon?
Yeah, I was basically going to say the same, really. Good game, good keeper, unfortunately for the wrong team.
All right, Bruce.
It makes it easier to sort of digest the defeat when you played well, doesn't it? If we played shit and got turned over, you'd have plenty to moan about. But
yeah,
another day, could have been 4, could have been 5, could have gone any way, couldn't it?
Really, if you're going to pick anything, is for 2 of their goals, I remember it was individual errors. I can't remember their third goal, but it's errors on our part that gifted them 2 goals, and I think them taking the lead stunned us a little bit. I think we were playing well up until they took the lead, and sort of stunned us for a bit, and then we come back into the game.
Did Finn? I don't remember completely, but did Finn get injured when that mistake happened? Because it was Finn that got.
Yeah, I think it was in their box. He tackled one of their players and flattened him.
John, you were saying?
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, fucking hell.
And
what's happened to Windy? What's happened to Windy? Look.
Repercussions of
You've frozen Windy.
What? See, you're not listening. Last time.
Can't you see him?
What?
Look at Windy's screen.
All I've got on here is you and me.
You just want to look at me, right? I'm a happily married man. I've got 5 kids.
Yeah, no, it's those photos we did last year.
Oh yeah, well, we don't want to talk about that.
That don't sound like happily married.
Yeah, I'm hoping we've also got Jordan with us.
What, the TV?
Yeah. No, not Jordan with the mega boobies. We're talking Jordan Ray, under 23 star, mate.
Okay,
yeah.
I got it. That's the only reason I came on here.
He's been duped.
Jordan, mate. Have words, Jordan. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh God, I'm not the one with the big boobs. No, that's not me.
No, he's disappointed. He's an old perv. He's an old perv, Jordan. I'm sorry. Yeah, we were literally just touching on the Burgess Hill. We weren't touching on boobies. We were touching on Burgess Hill. It's fucking hell. Right, yeah. So John, we were just talking about the Burgess Hill game. Wilsey, you were talking about Finn getting injured.
Yeah, a couple of minutes before he went off, he made this crunching tackle in in their penalty area, and it completely flattened the guy. And he just got up and made out it was not him. But I think he might have crocked himself in that. I'm not sure. I might be completely wrong.
Well, I'll talk to him. Oh, go on. Sorry, Andy, please.
Go on. Yeah. So where was that? Because that was the one thing I don't remember that, but it was very strange that was the one feature of the first 20 minutes for me, that he looked very just bizarrely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
For the first time I've ever seen him look as though he wasn't comfortable doing what he was doing, and whether he was crocked early on or not, and the pass that he gave away for them to set up the first goal was just quite glaring, because it was almost literally in the first time I'd seen him make a real full-on mistake since he's played for us. So it was quite unusual, but he carried on right through to half time, didn't he? Yes. So he must have thought he could sort of run it off. That's why it's a pity that James isn't on, because obviously James might have had some insight into that, because he was on the bench, wasn't he?
Yeah. But, well, Jordan, I mean, I spoke to Finn after the game, and he reckoned he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. I mean, what have you heard, mate?
I haven't heard too much, to be honest. Yeah, nothing's been mentioned to me. So I didn't actually know he was injured, to be honest.
Jordan, they're keeping you out of the loop here, mate. You want to have words?
I know.
He's completely in the zone for Thursday. Nothing else is creeping into his consciousness.
You should have got the right Jordan on. I can't.
Don't have this from Wills. Tell him to jog on, Jordan, mate.
I think, funnily enough, Finn O'Mara being injured, and then because Ollie Black always fills in really well when he moves into the centre, so it wasn't necessarily the thing that killed us. It's very strange how we seem to struggle against these teams that just scuttle around. And there was nothing great about that team apart from they're just a load of smallish blokes who just kept on moving, and they were able to kill when we lost momentum. There were periods where we just didn't get the ball back, second half particularly, which really killed it after we scored our second goal. It's really strange. ASHFORD, Cray, these teams that just seem to be just disciplined and functional, we seem to have struggled against. Also very disappointing that we lost enough. The only thing that really disappointed me about it was losing another one of those sort of big, everybody turn up set piece sort of events that brings the crowds in.
I thought we got off to a really slow start. I know we let in a goal really early, but I just didn't think. I don't know. We seemed flat-footed. They were up for it straight away. Yeah. We were missing some steel in the middle, and I think for the first start, Dicko. Yeah.
Well, I agree. I think
just a bit of crunch. That's all we needed, just to put the message out. You know, we're not messing around. But I don't know. I think they just took command early on, and it stuck.
Yeah, they just had our number a little bit. We were always felt like we were behind.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We were always chasing it, and we didn't help ourselves by missing it. The goalie made some good saves, but I think
some great saves.
Norrie. I think I wouldn't mind betting that Gary Elphick and the coaching team, I bet they're looking at things we did rather than the goalkeeper. If you think both Kenny and Norrie Scott missed really good far post opportunities. What Leon said about the mistakes, 2 near post headers.
Yeah.
One straight in and one flick on for the last goal. And also, I think, again, going back to thinking about us rather than them, I'll bet it's a real shame that Tom settled in. He plays so well in that full-back role and coming out with the ball. It was really, really silly pushing that guy over in the corner when he was running away from the goal. I bet he kicked himself for that, because that was just.
Did he push him over though? Because it didn't look like it from me. But then
but you
I'm
just
probably
don't
a
go
little
near.
bit biased.
Again, he's a winger himself, isn't he? So you must know not to. If someone goes near him, he's going down. So shoot on the other.
Sometimes I'm a diver, Andy. Yeah,
I didn't say that. I said he's a very, very good footballer. You go near him, that bloke's going to go down, isn't he? And that was a really, really bad blow just before half time.
Yeah, it was a pointless challenge, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, give teams like that an inch, and that was the thing. Still, lots of good lessons to learn.
Yeah, we definitely looked a lot better second half. I mean, we deserved at least a draw, but possibly all 3 points, really. But
I think we wouldn't be having this conversation if that goalie hadn't played so well.
No, he was brilliant. No, he was really good. Top man.
He was there, you know, after the game, I was going to say, Leon, he was there. John, you were there. You know, everyone went up to him, shook his hand. He had a cracking game. He really did. And
yeah, good on him as well. You know,
yeah,
not an easy environment for a keeper, as we know.
No, but he's you could tell by the way he was behaving around the goal kicks and that sort of thing. He's obviously come from a really, really proper, serious environment. He's on loan from Brighton.
Yeah, I was talking to a season ticket holder of Brighton, and he knew him quite well, and he said that he's got very good prospects. You know. His
temperament was absolutely bulletproof. The way he sucks it up and kept on going until the referee books him. He knew the booking was coming, but he kept on going till the booking came on the basis that he knew he wouldn't get sent off. So what did he care?
And he's only just barely 17, about 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Mature play, isn't it, to do that?
Yeah.
Hastings lad.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I really didn't think overall it was a bad performance. I mean, I think if you take the corner count alone, I think we had about 10 or 11 corners to their 2 or 3. You know, and I thought Cisse was really, he was all over that guy on the left wing, wasn't he? And Norrie put in a bit, but he wasn't quite as spectacular as the week before. But good, solid performances there. But like you say, we missed Jack in the centre of midfield, and I think Sammy was doing that, trying to do that role as well as his own. You know, I think it shows how valuable Jack Dixon has become to us at the moment.
I looked at the team sheet when it came out, and without Jack in the middle, I was thinking who is going to be the actual central midfielding in that team, because there's a lot of attacking players and there's obviously defenders, but that sort of spine and that chunk in the middle, where was it going to be? Maybe that's, you know, the difference between controlling the ball a bit more in there.
Yeah. And I think we all missed seeing Jack tackle there, because a tackle can motivate others. You know, there's just that energy, that determination inspires others, I think.
I didn't think the pitch played as well as it has been. After the couple of weeks ago, I'm not really surprised, but it's certainly bobbled around. No, I'm not going to say that. Certainly bobbled around a lot. And that's not, you know, it doesn't suit our play, does it, at home? You know, we're not used to it. Whereas other teams are used to it. So there you go.
Going back on Jack, he was obviously away on honeymoon, wasn't he? I think he's back now. But when someone's saying like his first game, he was actually suspended. So I'm just wondering if he's sort of tactically timed 1 or 2 yellow cards because he knew he wasn't going to be available.
His honeymoon, love it.
Weeks. Yeah,
good idea. Get him out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, think smart.
Unloading from Dicko there, right?
So I think it was. I think it was one of those games where the small mistakes we made, we just didn't get away with it because they were a team that was right in a rich vein of form. Other times we might have got away with that and not even been talking about the silly little things that happened.
Yeah,
it was just they were right. They were sharp, and they took their chances. Think how many chances they had. They took them. I mean,
they did.
Even that bloke putting in the rebound from Louis' parry. I mean, it was a smart finish. He just stuck that straight back past him, didn't he? These things happen.
Yeah.
16 points from their last 8 games is a good return, isn't it? They're obviously riding high, weren't they?
Yeah, no, it's very good.
It was bound to happen at some point. Us dropping points, wasn't it? Like you say, we've got on a really good run. The other teams around us have dropped points. We were bound to at some point. It's all about how we bounce back.
It does make Saturday incredibly important psychologically. I think we cannot lose again to Ashford. We just can't lose again to Ashford.
No, I'll take a point.
Yeah. You know,
Hey, hang on, Windy, you're
Yeah,
taking no
wow.
points. I saw what you put down, mate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's so that at least I'll get some pleasure out of the weekend. Just
Can you bet against your own team?
I've done it loads of times.
Yeah. Right. Well,
I think, Andy.
who's chairing this? Oi, John, what are you going to say?
All right, I forgot you. You can always swap that bit round, like you asked me. You know.
What's going on with that comb over as well, mate? What's happening with that hair today?
That's not nice, is it? You invite people on and then you moan at their hairstyles. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that situation where we have to win against Ashford, but I think what you're saying, Andy, is psychologically we're sick of seeing them taking points off of us and having the bragging rights. You know, we are putting away the lower placed teams.
Yeah,
that's what wins you the league. You know, so I mean, it's not a must-win game, but I don't think you meant that.
No, it isn't a must-win game, but we can't afford to. Okay, of course we can afford to lose it, but I personally am, and I bet a few of them are. It's just we've got to stop losing. Eventually, if you keep on losing to the top 5 teams, it will catch up with you by the end of the season. You can't keep on having bad results against the top 5 teams and win all the others and hope the points accumulate.
Well, we are top though, remember?
Yeah, I know that. I know.
All right, mate. Right.
Can I add, we did beat them in the Cup 2-0 back in October.
Yes, we did.
I know it's not league points, but there's surely something there of recent history to look back on and say, we know we can beat them.
Yeah, and then we did immediately lose to them in the league, didn't we? So
it was with a massive crowd as well, wasn't it? Like someone said earlier.
I'm not pessimistic. I think
you're not, are you? Yeah.
I'm not pessimistic. I'm just saying, you know, it's a game. It's not a game to lose.
You're pessimistic. You and Windy, you both think we're going to lose. Actually, Jordan, if you're still awake, Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, James is this is the excuse he used to say that he wasn't coming on, that he's been called up to the first team for training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that real? He weren't like washing his hair or something like that.
That's what he's told me, but I never know with him. Never know.
What do we think? Do we think a cheeky little nutmeg of his brother winner in the 90th minute on Saturday?
That would be something, wouldn't it? That would be something.
Yeah.
I'll be straight on the phone to his brother. It'd be great to see, to be fair.
We need to be talking under 23s now because we have got Jordan Ray on. Now, Jordan.
Yes.
We're talking under 23s.
John's got to fed the cat.
Oh, is he? Right.
Well, Jordan would be playing better than football by the time we actually asked him about football.
You missed the
Right. Yeah, it was the only reason he was on was the boob gag. No, John's on because we want to talk this magnificent cup run. I mean, is there any particular games that you went through? Because as I say, I've got it here. You beat. Is it Staining Town? Is that Staining?
Staining, yeah.
Staining Town, yeah. You smashed Worthing, Broadbridge Heath, and then you beat Chichester. I mean, in terms of that cup run, were any of them hairy games?
Not really, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, a lot of them were comfortable. Chichester was definitely our hardest. They were actually better than what I expected them to be. But other than that, I think mostly comfortable. Yeah.
So, I mean, who's the mainstays in the team? I mean, obviously James is getting the goals, and like your performances I'm hearing have been fantastic. I mean, what's the spine of the team like?
Good, very good. So we got Harvey Gregg plays, Jack Bates, Freddie Legg, really, really strong side, and a lot of these boys, a few of them are with Sussex schools and stuff. So we've got a very strong team.
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, you do the coaching as well, don't you, with James? Don't you, with the under 9s,
under 7s, yeah.
Under 7s, yeah.
Yeah.
God, how have you got the time for all this?
I don't know. It's all right. I just make time, to be fair.
Yeah.
This all seems to fit into place during the day.
So does your old man just tell you, like, you're just doing this, otherwise I'll give you a slap, or I mean, what you like with him? Do you know?
All right, he helps me out. To be fair,
yeah,
he does help me out with some stuff. So all good.
So in terms of the under-23 game, so you're playing at Lancing. Have you had any experience of playing on that ground?
I've never played. I've been there. I've never played there. So it'd be a new experience for me.
Yeah. Has any of the other lads played there?
I know James has a couple times. Off the top of my head, I assume so, because I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was under 15s, got to a Sussex Cup final, I believe. So I think a few of them might, but I'm not too sure.
What's the bonus like? So when you win, because you lads are going to win, have you got? Is there a bonus? Is there a few beers somewhere, or is it?
We'll have to wait and see.
Okay. You can keep the cards close to your chest. Don't worry.
I'm old enough for beer. It'd be Panda Pops, wouldn't it?
Shandy Bass. Shandy Bass.
And Monster Mug.
Yeah.
So, how old are you, Jordan?
I'm 20.
That's what I mean. You can have a beer. Don't even try. He's been on the beer for a while, I bet.
Yeah, I think I'm the oldest in the group, apart from Ben Cornelius.
Oh wow!
So
in Hastings, of course, he's been on the beer for 3 years.
You might not be the oldest in this group.
Wait.
Yeah, chaps, anything you want to ask Jordan about the under-23s? Come on.
Your prediction?
I'm gonna go 5-0. 5-0 win.
Yeah.
Jordan? Have you seen New Haven? Has anybody watched them or know much about them?
I haven't seen them, but when they beat Eastbourne Town in the semi-final, I've got a few friends that play for Eastbourne Town, so I've kind of got the gist of what they're about from them. So, and their highlights were put on Twitter, so I watched them and stuff. So I've got the gist, really.
Yeah.
Do you know who the main threats are for them?
The centre forward's meant to be quite decent. The fullback's meant to be fairly quick, and a holding midfielder, I believe. I think that's about it. They're the ones that got pointed out.
Fullbacks will need to be quick, won't they?
Oh, against Freddie Legg, yeah.
Yeah.
He is unbelievably quick.
Yeah, in terms of obviously this is good stuff. Top of the league as well. It needs mentioning in the final. I mean, how many of these lads do you think can make this first team? 9
or 10, easily.
So that's good for the future.
Think of it, quite a few of them already have, haven't they?
I was just going to say, got a few in there.
Yeah.
Jordan, when is it a frustrating time when did you say you're 20 and you're thinking of being ready for first team football? Is it sometimes a bit frustrating knowing where your future lies?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I know that I've still got a fair bit of development to do before I, get ready for that. To be around it and to get, a hiss at opportunities would be something that I'm aiming for right now. But frustrating, I wouldn't say that as much, because I know where I've got to be to reach the standards of, like Craig Stone and stuff. But I just know I've got to be patient, and when that opportunity comes, I'll be there to take it.
That's good. Good answer.
Very good answer. Very good answer.
And surely it must be better to be in a club where you've got those kind of players to look up to, mustn't it, as well? So it's got to be a help for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I remember in pre-season, I was having a conversation with Brownie.
Yeah.
About becoming more of a leader in the 23s. And it was just being around, like Sammy Adams, Jack Dixon, that really kind of helped me find my balance of having to go at people and also having that calm voice to encourage as well. So it's very helpful having those players around.
Yeah, some pretty impressive role models across that team, and also the older lads for that, and then the brilliant younger lads who are breaking through to show that it can be done. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, the young lads coming through are doing brilliant, to be fair. TC doing really well.
Yeah. Have you given James Hull any rollickins yet? Come on, tell me. Come
I haven't as much. No.
All right.
I'm kind of letting him get ready.
Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. You see, you're lovely, aren't you, Jordan? You see, you're lovely. Like with your old man, like obviously your old man was quite quietly spoken, but when he needed to take about four people out, yeah, he did so. Is this how you're on the pitch? How would you explain your game?
I don't know. I think I'm quite composed. I just kind of go with what I'm being told by the manager. So that when I've been out on loan at a few clubs, if I need to go longer and stuff and play more percentage football, I'm happy to do so. But also under Brownie of the 23s, I'm happy to play out the back with a striker closing me down. So I'd say I'm fairly comfortable in most scenarios. Unfortunately, I'm not quite 6'4". I'm only 5'11". So aerially, I'm decent, but against a bigger centre forward, it's a bit more of a challenge for me. Yeah. So just maybe becoming a bit more bigger and smarter in some ways is my next step.
That's good. If you want to grow in hair, that'll add a couple of inches on you. Can I ask you, Jordan? Were you up at the middle of the game with that cup run?
I was, yeah.
What are your memories of it? Because it must have been amazing. It's going back 8 years now, but
yeah, I mean, I remember being up at about 5 a.m. for that coach journey. Other than that, I don't remember too much. I remember Bradley's goal and the penalty save from, I think it was Liam was the keeper's name.
Yeah, Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, that's it. Other than that, it was so long ago, I can't remember too much.
Yeah,
he was drinking.
There was an amazing tackle your dad made. We had an attack up that end, and it was broken up, and they broke with speed, and he was supporting the attack the other end, and he must have run about 3/4 of the length of the pitch and put in this sliding tackle, which was a goal saver. We always think of the goal scorers, don't we? But that was just amazing. It was the best moment of the game for me, I think.
Yeah, I think he's mentioned that a couple of times now. I
put it on YouTube. It was just as good as any.
Here's a question then, Jordan. Who's the tougher, you or your dad?
Oh, me, definitely. when I'm his age, I'll still be playing, but he struggles to even walk about nowadays.
That's sports medicine and nutrition for you. You got the benefit of all the modern stuff, Jordan.
I do, yeah. I'm his postman. I'll let him know you said that tomorrow.
First class delivery, mate.
Okay, chaps, we got anything more to ask Jordan? Otherwise, we'll let him go.
No, just to wish you all the best. I'm hoping that Laura and I will get over the game actually on Thursday, because we've seen you lot play up at the pilot field, and we've really enjoyed the odd time that we've come up. So it really is a really, really good fun experience watching you lads play, and I quite fancy coming over on Thursday. So hopefully we'll be there to give you a shout.
Yeah, hopefully we get a few people up there. To be fair, that'd be nice.
Yeah,
that would be good. Be good for all the boys to see that as well.
And obviously we got Mr. Carter on the radio for those that can't make it. So please, what's that? HUFC radio.co.uk, I think it is. But for anyone that ain't there. So yeah, chaps, well, thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Thanks so much for coming on, Jordan. Top man. And I don't even need to say good luck. As Jeffrey would say, good skill. Yeah, you're going to win, mate. And a big thanks to John, Windy, Leon, Matt, and Flat White, and obviously Jordan for coming on. Cheers, guys. Yeah.
Cheers, Em. Cheers.
See you at the game.
See ya.